Okay, girls, you have seen me in class. We have used this multiplication grid, and sometimes we do the exercise of fill it in. I'm going to ask you if you want to practice, if you know that you struggle with your multiplication, I want you to practice to do this multiplication grid every day. Yes, I'm asking you to do it every day. Dedicate to maths 3 minutes, 5 minutes, how long it takes you to fill it in, because that's going to help you to become each time faster in filling it in. I'm not going to ask you to memorize your multiplication, your times tables, but only by fill it in your multiplication grid you're going to become faster at doing it, and it's going to mean that when you're doing your tests and your exercises you are going to be more accurate in your answers rather than struggling, oh, what is 8 times 9, and using your fingers to count what is 8 times 9 and not being sure about your answer. So let's just revise how you fill it in. So what I suggest always you do is that you say, okay, 2 times 2 is 4, agree? And you fill it in. Then all the gray ones that we have here, this diagonal, is what is going to be the square number. So 3 times 3, 9. 4 times 4, 16. 5 times 5, 25. 6 times 6, 36. 7 times 7, 49. 8 times 8, 64. Okay, so that's going to be our gray diagonal that we have here. Okay, but let's say that you're terrible at your timetables, that you don't know anything. I'm sure that you at least know that 2 times 2 is equal 4. And if you don't, then you can use your fingers and start counting there. Okay, so you say that you fill out your 4. Then how do you do the next one? You do, what is 2 times 3? Most likely you will know your 2 times table. So you can fill the first line, okay? And you have done those ones. Or you can say, okay, I know that 2 times 2 is 4. Now I'm going to add another 2. 6 plus 2, 8. So I'm adding always the number that I have here. 8 plus 2, 10, plus 2, 12, plus 2, 14, plus 2, 16, plus 2, 18, plus 2, 20, plus 2, 22, plus 2, 24. Wonderful. So I have my first line. Then I'm going to use the second line. So I say, okay, I have no idea what is 3 times 3. No idea. So we're going to use the same logic of what we used before. So I have this 6 because I already fill it in when I've completed the first line. And then what I'm going to say, okay, 6 plus 3 is 9. So I completed this one, the 9. And then I start, okay, 9 plus 3, that is the third column that I have here, 12, then 15, then 18, plus 3, 21, plus 3, 24, plus 3, 27, plus 3, 30, plus 3, 33, plus 3, 36. Wonderful. Then we go, so we have already line 1 and line 2. Then we go into the third line. Okay, so again, I don't know what 4 times 4 is, but I know that I have here my 12 and I can add 4, so that will give me 16. And then I'm going to start adding 4s. So I have 16 here and so I'm up to here. I'm adding 4s. So I'm here in the 16 and I'm going to say plus 4, 20, plus 4, 24, plus 4, 28, plus 4, and you keep on going and you continue like this. And you continue like that. And I always say fill in from the diagonal upwards. Why? Because we know that, for example, when I know, let's say here, I have here, if I only fill up, you usually don't have this gray part that I have underneath here. You're going to see in a minute why I fill it in. But if you have 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, now I want to know what 4 times 5 is. 4 times 5, I don't have it because usually we don't have this one. But I know that 4 times 5 is the same as 5 times 4. So I can say here, okay, 5 times 4. Oh, sorry, before I have 5 times 4, we don't know, but here 5 times 4 is here, 20. Because how do we read it? For if I ask you, what is 8 times 4? So you go 8 times 4. Here, I don't know, because usually this one is blank. So what are we going to do? We go, okay, 8 times 4, I don't know, but 4 times 8. So I can go 4 times 8 here is this one, 32. So you see, there is like a mirror. If you see here, this 6 and 6, this 8 here, and 12 here. Like if I fold this one in a mirror, like it reflects on this side, like this 20 and this 20, this 30 and this 30, this 42 and this 42, this 56 and this 56, 72, 72, 90 and 90, 110, 110, 132, and 132. So a way that you can read this, if you have only the first half of it, is that you can say, okay, if I'm going to know all the times table, let's say of the sevens, I struggle with my sevens, so I'm going to go here. 7 times 2, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, boom, and I can go like this because here I'm continuing with the 7. So you see I'm going down and then continue. Okay, so here is 7 times 7 and then 7 times 8 times 9 times 10 times 11 times 12. Got it? And if I say, okay, I struggle with my 8s, so I'm going to go down. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80, 88, 96. So you have all the tables. If you fill only half of it, the upper half, then it's like if you had it complete, you had the complete row. You can see here what I highlighted here, these numbers, 72, 80, 88, and 96 is the same ones that I have here. Do you see that? The same here. The ones that I highlighted here, 56, 63, 70, 77, and 84 are the same ones that I have here. Why? Because 7 times 8 is the same as 8 times 7. 8 times 9 is the same as 9 times 8. That's why this multiplication grid works so magically like that. Okay, wonderful. I'm going to continue in the next video.